Hello everyone, my name is PauLInstaMyooin and we're back. Pokemon Y Shiny Hunting episode 292, Lapras. If you didn't watch the last episode, why didn't you? And this episode's topic is by me. It's about Pokemon, so I'm just gonna say it. What Pokemon do you have a lot in common with? Personality and physical appearance. For me, like I said, since I'm not really a Pokemon, I'm a human being. This is the same with like Digimon. I'm not exactly sure which one. I don't just want to say Nidoking or Nidoran Male or Nidorino just because they're my soul Pokemon, but I don't know. I'm not really sure which one I have a lot of, like at least in personality wise. I don't know. That's kind of hard to, because it would have to be like a humanoid one, like Lucario or Mr. Mime or something like that. That's like human-sized shape, somewhere along those lines. So I really don't know which one I have a lot in common with because not every single Pokemon, like let's say for example, not every like Lucario is gonna be like super courageous. Sometimes they're gonna be a little shy or something like that. Pokemon have different personalities, but I don't know. If you would have to base it off of like what you've seen of that Pokemon in like the show or something like that, I really don't know. That's a hard one. I'm not quite sure. I know I'm the one who made this, put this topic on the list, but it's really confusing. Because I know, like I said, if I was going to be like, just straight up give an easy answer, I would just say my soul Pokemon, because, we should have a lot in common, because, it's your soul Pokemon. And if you don't have a soul Pokemon, yeah, go ahead and, find which one is yours, like how I did. Um, I know this isn't about soul Pokemon, but pretty much how I figured out what my soul Pokemon was is is pretty much one time I just decided to see the Pokédex, like the complete Pokédex, which I think it was back when Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon just came out. Or no. I don't think no. It was like when Sun and Moon was still out. Not when it just came out. I'm pretty sure. I think it was just like not super far after, or not too close after it just came out. But like since the Pokédex was like there, I just looked it up. I just looked through like put it all the way to from number one being the lowest number. I use the random number generator as well on like the website. Um, and then whatever the latest one was, I just put it to that, and then whatever number it landed on, that was going to be my soul Pokemon. So yeah, I'm pretty sure, to my memory, it landed on Nidoran Male. Um, I'm pretty sure it did. If it didn't, then it either landed on Nidorino or Nidoking, but I'm pretty sure it landed on Nidoran Male, which is number 32 in the Pokédex, I'm pretty sure. Um, but yeah, anyway, that's pretty much how I found out my soul Pokemon is, and how and even Lou and Mystery have a soul Pokemon, even though they aren't actually originally real. They're just something uh, those are two I made up. But still gave them a soul Pokemon because they mean a lot to me. But yeah. So if you ever wanted to know what your soul Pokemon was, or how exactly Nidoking, Nidoran Male, or Nidorino was my soul Pokemon, then now you know. But even if you have like the same one as me, if you somehow luckily get that one as well, then we both can have the same. It's not just linked to one single person because there's so many people out there in the world and there's only so many Pokemon to where it's fine that if another person has the same as you, maybe you have an extra special connection. That would be cool. But anyway, but hey, I might as well. I want to know what your soul Pokemon is, cause yeah. And I don't know if I made that up, just that whole soul Pokemon thing, but I feel like I might have. So I'm curious to know what your soul Pokemon is. I guess that'll be another question in the description. Curious, what is your soul Pokemon? If you did the method how I was just talking about, then I'm curious to know, because whether it's a legend or a very common Pokemon or a decently strong Pokemon? I'm just curious to know. And any of that evolution line, whether it be close together in the Pokédex or not, like say you got a Magmar, that means Magby and Magmortar would also be your soul Pokemon because they're part of the same evolution line. But when it comes to like ones like Eevee, then that would mean like whatever evolution or Eevee itself, that would be your soul Pokemon, because that's like kind of not fair because you can just switch whenever you want, and it's just like not very fair. So if it's like one of the evolutions or it's Eevee itself, then you can't really just decide, hey, okay, so Eevee's my soul Pokemon and all of its evolutions are too. That's not how it works. That's not. If you get an evolution, then that's just your soul Pokemon, not Eevee as well. And then if you get, oh, you know what? No. Okay, so if you get an evolution as your soul Pokemon, you can also count Eevee as your soul Pokemon as well, but you can only stick with those two. Those are like your soul Pokemon. And for me, I don't think I ever said it, but I also, on my Organization 13 coat in real life, I actually bought a Nidoking pin like a while ago, like a Bobby pin, and put it on my coat. It looks really cool, just because I wanted to show my love to my soul Pokemon. I know it could have been like Nidoran male or Nidorino, but I felt like I should do the final evolution, you know, just to really show it. But yeah, but anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I just really don't know. Like, I wanted to answer my own topic that I gave in the beginning, but I don't know what I would have a lot in common with. I'm not sure, because I do have a lot of confidence as a person. I have quite a lot of courage. Like I said, I'm not super strong because of the whole health condition thing, but I do my best. So, if I would have to say one, I would probably say that I have a lot in common with, personality-wise, with what is that Pokemon's name? Because I remember, because there's some Pokemon you know that when they evolve, they usually have like an attitude like a teenager would, which is funny. But they're actually like, you can just take that away and then it would be like kind of like how you are acting. So I guess if I would have to pick one, I would either say Charmeleon or either Charmeleon or Croconaw, one of those. And you're probably thinking, why those specifically? Well, I'm thinking of like back in the anime when I used to watch them. I don't watch the Pokemon anime anymore just because it's just not that interesting to me, since it's the same thing over and over again, literally. I know it's like different Pokemon for each episode pretty much, and that's just like how it goes, but it's just watching the anime of the Pokemon anime is not interesting to me. But when I used to, I remember like Charmeleon being like very stubborn, but also he's really powerful and just want to do the right thing. So I would say I would have common personality with like that, but I'm saying Croconaw as well because I feel like because Croconaw is quite a serious one. Because when you look at like Bayleaf and Quilava, they're like all friendly and playful, but Croconaw is like pretty serious. And I know there's plenty of other starters as well, but just the main ones that I remember watching, I remember seeing like Croconaw, just remembering that he's like a really serious one and focused on the goal and just doing his best to complete it, and, you know, like helping out and stuff. So yeah, I would have to say those two. And I'm sure there's, like I said, plenty of other Pokemon that are just known to be like that, but I just don't remember them at the moment, so that's just pretty much my answer. So I'm glad I was able to have an answer with that, because like I said, with the Digimon World Championship, I remember saying that topic and just not having any idea which one I would have a lot of in common with, so yeah, sorry about that. Like all those episodes ago, I wasn't able to give much of an answer for that, but glad that this answer is pretty good. So anyway, yeah, and that there's two questions for this episode, which doesn't happen that often, because usually it's just the one, and then I I just make sure to not like bring up another one because I want to save that for another episode. But I remember talking about the whole soul Pokemon thing, and that was going to be another Pokemon topic. But one of the episodes I like screwed up and was talking about it, and I was just saying how Nidoking was my soul Pokemon. So yeah. Oh, wait, that's what it was. I was like talking about like the whole marriage thing, and I was saying that was my soul Pokemon because that's the one I would want my my wife to like hunt for me if she like played Pokemon as a shiny, just like one of the evolutions of Nidoking, Nidoran male, or Nidorino. That's how I spoiled it. Okay, so I was like wondering which was the one where I brought up that was my soul Pokemon. But yeah, but it's a cool concept. I know like I said, I most likely did not create that whole soul Pokemon thing and how I have that work. But if I did, then cool. But if I didn't, I wouldn't be surprised. There's so many other people that are way more into Pokemon than I am, but I still appreciate Pokemon nonetheless, even if I'm not the #1 fan, which I'm sure I'm far from. Because if you would have to be the #1 fan, you most likely would just have to buy all the stuff, and no, not about that. I'm not going to be that person. Even if I do have a lot of money, I'm not just going to waste it on stuff like that and fill up my room or anything like that with a bunch of toys. No, not doing that. I will only save the money for helping pay the bills and helping with my best friend if his family ever needs help, because they're pretty much like family to me as well. And I even told him that whenever I do have money, that I'm like I feel good about being able to just give and all that, then I will. But yeah, I'll be smart about it whenever I do, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it for those topics. So I know I talked pretty fast about the Pokemon Soul Silver last episode, but yeah, it's pretty much it. I don't know if I'll be able to finish the Pokemon Soul Silver, like playing through the game normally, by the end of the week, because I feel like I'll definitely be able to play through the amount of time that I would want to during each of these days this week. But yeah, I should be able to. I feel like I definitely will be able to at this rate if I don't have to do much training, and if I'm just getting levels either way by continuing through the game normally. I don't think there's going to take that much time to train. So yeah. Oh, and the reason why I go back to train in Victory Road and before Victory Road, Route 47, I think, is because the water in Vermilion City, most of the time you get Wingles. And I remember back in, of course, Gold, Silver, and Crystal, they didn't have, the 3rd generation Pokemon, because that generation didn't even come out yet. So it would always have the Tentacruel and Tentacool, so that was like my main spot to train. But since it doesn't have that all the time in there, and it's mostly Wingles, I just stick with the whole Victory Road and Route 47 to train. But once I unlock the whole area, the old Cinnabar Island, you better believe I'm going to train there, because that's way better training, because it's for everyone that they can train there pretty easily. And I feel like if anything, I would get the random shiny there, because like I said, in either Pokemon Gold or Pokemon Silver, that's when I not first when I got Pokerus. Anyways, this is the last one we'll check for the episode. But it's where I got it on my Sandslash in either Gold or Silver. So I feel like I'll get a random shiny there, or just somewhere in the game. But anyway, if you enjoyed the episode, if you'd be so kind to support me by donating to my Patreon, as long as you're not putting yourself in a bad spot by doing so, of course, then feel free to. The link is in the description down below. And I'll be seeing y'all later. I've been your host, PauLInstaMyooin, and goodbye.